Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, The Comment Central. I'm Kamakshi and today we are going to be talking about the inland process for Canadian permanent residency. This is my PR story. Let's get into this video. Before beginning the video, I'm going to ask you guys and request you to please check out our previous two videos, and if you're planning to come to Canada from anywhere outside Canada, make sure you go and check our previous video. Now, as I mentioned in the introduction video, I came here as a student in 2017. I did my post-graduation in marketing management. Before I begin, I'm going to just answer the first question which everyone thinks, why Canada? I chose Canada because I wanted to go to a country. I could have chosen Australia. I was getting scholarship there. I could have chosen the UK, but I did not. I went ahead with Canada because I also, if I'm spending so much money on my studies, and if I'm investing so much time and I'm leaving my family, I want to make sure that if I want to settle in that country, the prospects and the percentage of that is more. So that is the reason I chose Canada. My initial thought was only studies, but I always wanted to keep that thing back in my head that if I want to, I can. Now, I came here as a student. I did my post-graduation in marketing management and I only studied for 1 year. I did not study for 2 years. I only studied for 1 year. So my course was divided into two parts, which was 8 months of studies and 4 months of co-op/internship. Once that was done, I applied for my work visa. My work visa was also for 1 year. So if you have studied for 1 year, you get 1 year of work visa. If you have studied for 2 consecutive years, you get 3 years of work visa. I got 1 year of work visa. When I came here, I already had study visa and co-op visa. Yes, co-op also requires a visa. Now, second question is, why did I study for 1 year and not 2 consecutive years? Did I think about it? Yes, I thought about it. Shall I study for 2 years? But I thought that no, because initially I planned I'm going to study for 1 year, because if I would have wanted to study for 2 years, I probably would have gone for MBA. But that's just me. And people, if they think that after studying for 1 year, you cannot get permanent residency, that's absolutely wrong. You can. I did. So did I take a risk? Yes. Was I ready for it? Yes. Was it worth it? Absolutely. So I was ready for the risk I was taking. That's why I was okay with studying for 1 year. Now, then started my PR journey in 2019. First and foremost thing was to get my education credentials evaluated through WES, which is World Education Services. This process takes the longest, obviously, other than applying for your permanent residency. So WES takes the longest. It took about 2 months for me to get it. So until then, when I was waiting for WES, I thought let's just prepare for IELTS, and I sat for IELTS as well and I scored good marks. So my band was good, which was an additive advantage. Now, at this point, I had WES and I also had IELTS. After that, I went ahead and I got my medical and police verification done. Now, why did I get it done before even receiving ITA, which is the invitation to apply, is number of reasons. A lot of people apply for medical and police verifications after they receive the invitation to apply. But I got them done even before applying for permanent residency. Now, I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons why. First, was I overconfident? Absolutely not. I like preparing ahead of time, so that's what I did. Second reason was police verification. So police verification usually can take up to 15 days, and I did not want to wait for that I get my ITA and then I apply for my police verification. I would have to wait for 15 more days. I did not want to do that. Third reason, I was keeping a track of all the cutoffs which were going on, and also I checked my score through the CRS link. And the most important reason was bridge visa. Now, what is bridge visa? I'm going to tell you in a couple of minutes. So once At this point, I had my WES report, my IELTS mark sheet, my police verification, and my medical. In October, I completed my 1 year with my employer, and I applied the same day for my permanent residency. Because if you complete 1 year with your employer, you get few points more. So that's an advantage as well. So then I applied for my permanent residency. Luckily, coincidentally, cut off next day ही निकल गई and मुझे IT आ गया. So I got the invitation to apply. Now, जब फर्स्ट राउंड में एज रुचिका एंड हिमांशु मेंशन इन द प्रीवियस वीडियो, ये सेम चीज़ होती है फॉर इनलैंड एज वेल एज आउटलैंड एप्लीकेंट्स कि जब आप अप्लाई करते हो आपको पहले डॉक्यूमेंट्स की ज़रूरत नहीं होती है, एंड देन वंस यू गेट द इन्विटेशन टू अप्लाई देन यू हैव टू सबमिट ऑल द documentation because it's sort of like a verification, right? And then it's just all waiting game. So once I received the ITA, next day मैंने सारे documents submit कर दिए, and then again it was just a waiting game. Now I just want to put it out there that ये जो मैंने documents सारे mention किए हैं, it's not only those documents. There are a few more documents which are important and which can take time. So I will be listing them here or here. Make sure that you also collect them. Again, अगर आप पहले सब कुछ प्रिपेयर करके रखोगे, you wouldn't have to wait. Now coming on to the bridge visa. Now what is bridge visa? In order to maintain your legal status in Canada, if you have studied for 1 year, you need to have the bridge visa. Because when I was applying for bridge visa, I did an extensive research. I was able to apply for it, but I couldn't find any videos on it or much information on it, and I just want to make the video so that I can help a couple of people. Now, what is bridge visa? Bridge visa होता है, it bridges the gap between your work/work permit and your permanent residency. आप ब्रिज वीज़ा तभी अप्लाई कर सकते हो जब आपने डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट कर दिए हैं पीआर के लिए, बिकॉज वो एक एज अ प्रूफ जाता है कि ओके नाउ आई हैव सबमिटेड द डॉक्यूमेंट्स फॉर परमानेंट रेजिडेंसी, सो हियर आई गो, नाउ आई एम अप्लाइंग फॉर ब्रिज वीज़ा. Another most important thing is you cannot work without bridge visa. Now bridge visa ये term I'm pretty sure सबको पता होगा जो कनाडा में रह रहे हैं and who have been through the immigration process, but a lot of people also don't know it because जो बाहर से अप्लाई करते हैं एक्सप्रेस एंट्री उनको ज़रूरत नहीं होती, and जो यहाँ पे हैं if they have studied for 2 years they get 3 years of work visa, तो वो कभी भी उन 3 साल में PR लगा सकते हैं या फिर उन 3 साल के बाद PR लगा सकते हैं. सो यूजुअली तब ब्रिज वीजा इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड क्योंकि आपने अपना लीगल स्टेटस मेंटेन करके रखा होता है. बट इन ऑर्डर टू वर्क एंड टू मेंटेन योर लीगल स्टेटस यू नीड दैट ब्रिज वीजा. नाउ once you have submitted the documents, you can apply for bridge visa. The submission will go as a proof that okay this, and then you'll get the bridge visa. Without that, again guys, you cannot work. Next was PPR, which is called passport request. I got my passport request within 5 months. I got my passport request in March. Once you get your PPR, what you have to do is you have to send your passport to IRCC. I sent it to Ottawa. And then they will put a foil like a counter foil on your passport जो कि वीज़ा जैसा होता है वन टाइम लैंडिंग के लिए, and they will give you 2 copies of COPR which is confirmation of permanent residency. Now जब ये चीज़ हो जाती है for you get that back. So I got that back and then you have to do landing. So again जो बाहर से आते हैं वो अंदर आके लैंड कर लेते हैं and they do the landing. But for inland applicants there are a couple of ways you can do it. You could either do flag polling or you could go to India or any country and then come back and land at the airport, or you can do the inland landing which is basically you take an appointment. यहाँ पे जितने भी centers हैं, जैसे for example I took an appointment at Etobicoke, so आप वहाँ पे appointment ले सकते हो and then you can do inland landing and then hence आपका PR card अपने आप आ जाता है. Obviously they take your interview, सब कुछ documentation check होता है and then you get your PR card after a couple of weeks, maximum a month. So I wanted to go for inland landing because उस टाइम पे कोविड केसेस बढ़ रहे थे एंड पैंडेमिक हिट हो रहा था sort of, so in other countries. And so what happened was I didn't get any response in the beginning and then my interview got cancelled. After that I didn't know what to do pura ek mahina, and then all of a sudden in April I received a PDF from IRCC, a document rather, which said that I have done my landing officially and I am a permanent resident of Canada. I was officially a permanent resident of Canada. That document was valid for 1 year and I would still have to apply for my PR card. So if I would have done the inland landing पहले ही, तो मुझे PR कार्ड के लिए कोई एक्स्ट्रा डॉक्यूमेंट्स नहीं भेजने होते. बट नाउ दैट ये एक हाइब्रिड केस बन गया था, आई वुड हैव टू सेंड, मुझे अपनी COPR और 2 फोटोज भेजनी थी वापस IRCC को, ताकि वो उसको वेरीफाई करें एंड वो मुझे PR कार्ड भेजें. आई सेंट माई photographs with COPR to IRCC, and because COVID tha and there were a lot of backlogs, so many people were waiting for so many documentation. That's the reason it took a lot of time to get my PR card. So I received my PR card in October. So technically I was a permanent resident in April, but the whole process, including the PR card, was completed in October. And I was really happy. I am really happy. So this was sort of my timeline, which I wanted to let everybody know. So guys, this was my PR story, and I hope in any way this can help you guys. It can help people who are studying or have studied for 1 year make an informed decision. It's not that आपको 2 साल ही पढ़ना होता है and then you get your permanent residency. That's just not it. अगर आप 1 साल पढ़े होते हो तो भी आप कर सकते हो. It's just a little tedious and it's a risky process, but it's not impossible. And also, this is just my opinion. I'm in no way a consultant or a professional, but I have a PR, and that's why I can only let you know my personal experience. Now, I'm going to be closing out the video here. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell icon so that you never miss any updates and new videos from us. Comment down below which videos we should make in the future and which could help you guys in the future. Also, like the video if you found it informative. And as I have always said, and I will be saying, what are you doing? Share it with your friends, guys. Go share the video with your friends. We'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.